XLM, Stellar, Lumen, against US dollar, Tether. On the Binance chart, we're going to be taking a look at the technical aspects of price action moving forward. Now, in my last post about XLM, we were at the kind of top of a move, breaking downward from this rising pattern here. Now in another phase of accumulation. As you can see, we've been in a pretty aggressive uptrend since the end of November, as since we broke that couple month-long accumulation last year. November of 2020, we pumped from 8 cents, 9 cents to a swing high of 60 cents, now sitting at 39 cents today. Now, in these pumps, what we notice is after a big run up like this, we see a 37%, 30 to 37% immediate pullback from a swing high. We have almost a month of accumulation before we break support and continue accumulating. After a good 40 days almost of accumulation, we pump again to have a very menacing 48% pullback from a swing high a few days after setting it. After the swing high, we accumulate for another 21 days only. After the pump, swing high, we get rejected downward, have a modest 28% pullback, only to then be followed by another 40% dump from the 52 cent level when we failed to hold the psychological 50 cents. We dumped all the way down to 31. Very aggressive wick, quickly bought up. We're now appear to be holding above 38 cents. We've been in this most recent accumulation for over a month now, so we should be nearing the end of this accumulation zone, and a breakout is imminent. We appear to be in from these lower highs and relatively consistent bottom. I see a bit of a descending triangle, if you will, ever so slightly. This could very easily break up, but could very easily not. Now, when we turn on EngineeringRobo, we have a new perspective come into play. We can see buy 4, cloud buy 3 for this pump. Crazy sell signals come into play as traders take profit along these levels. Interaction with the cloud. We then close bullish. Moon, buy 4, buy 3. These are all big buy signals. Tons of buy pressure coming into play. Traders are expecting longevity in the move. The sell 3 came back, but buy 4, moon, and cloud buy held. Sell 3 showed because consolidation was occurring and mild bearish pressure was coming into play. After another aggressive pump, the buy 3 was present just after we close above 38 cents, but shortly after getting rejected from 60 cents, we see all the sell signals come back into play, except for the cloud buy. So, with that being said, the cloud buy still suggests a general uptrend long term, but the sell 3, sell 4, and hell signals suggests some very, very heavy bearish pressure and was very much suggesting perhaps a break downward or sideways consolidation. With these sell signals in play, lower highs, descending triangle, we're very close to support. I am quite worried we break downward. We break downward, dance around along this range, 30 to 34 cents. If we can't hold then, we come down to the 25-cent range, and we reanalyze from there. The cloud buy, suggesting an uptrend is still present, means we very much could, perhaps, wick all the way down to some scary kind of level below support, come right back up, and that could be what fuels us to continue the uptrend. If we take a look at XLM against Bitcoin, lots of volatile movements here as Bitcoin was gaining in value, trading sideways. We appear to be below resistance, this strong wick and rejection off of this 748 Satoshi level, 750 Satoshi level, suggests this was a break downward and a retest. Perhaps more sideways will occur. I believe if we have yet another retest off of the $750 Satoshi level, we could very easily see continued downward momentum. Perhaps just find another bounce off of a lower key level. We turn on EngineeringRobo. We see sell 4 in play, and this is the cloud visible. We have entered the red cloud, suggesting very high bearish pressure, suggesting perhaps long consolidation, as we see what Bitcoin does over the next few days. If we get a close, a 1-day close, below my support, I am likely to expect continued move downward to perhaps the 30-cent psychological level. If we cannot hold there, my next lower target is around 24 cents to 27 cents, roughly. If we are able to hold 38 cents, which from these many closes, daily closes above, wicks down below, we do appear to be holding 38 cents very nicely. If we can continue to hold here and break upward, I have a target well above $1. Now, when we take a look at the fear and FOMO zones, we interacted with the FOMO zone back in beginning of February, middle of February 2021. We got rejected out of it, couldn't hold a 50-cent level, wicked down to 31 cents. Now we've been holding 38 cents. I believe we, thanks to this cloud buy, suggesting that we are still in an uptrend. Perhaps if the cloud sell shows itself again, analysis of a downtrend would be required. But in an uptrend, from this perspective, I could expect perhaps another retest of the 60-cent level. The FOMO zone has raised to 56 cents. Now, the FOMO zone does not indicate a market top per se. It could be considered as very powerful resistance, perhaps. But in the FOMO zones, traders are very likely to FOMO into whatever pump has just occurred. Now, this consolidation is very healthy, very needed, much needed for from an uptrend like this. Consolidation like this is very healthy. A break or swing downward would be quite welcome as well, as these aggressive pumps call for some aggressive sideways. Now we are still 53% away from the swing high at 60 cents, 43% away from the FOMO zone in general at 56 cents. I believe if we start to get some opens and closes in the 56 cent range, we could very easily continue upward. If we take a look at the fear and FOMO zones for Stellar against Bitcoin, we are well in accumulation. This is the fear zone. This would be considered a good time to accumulate, but we have price action all the way down to 400, 300, 400 Satoshi level. But in this range is a lovely time to be accumulating. We are from current price level to the FOMO zone 500% away, roughly. 500% on XLM's current price would look like this, roughly. Now, a $2.36 per XLM does not seem too far-fetched with current market conditions. But at this level, we have to be very, very cautious, very careful, analyze the chart very closely. In this case, technical analysis stood true. History did repeat itself. We got a big pump, 30 to 50% pullbacks, and tens of days of accumulation. We're now seeing a third rollout of this accumulation zone. Last time we had an accumulation with these very aggressive sell signals. We pumped 200%. So lots going on here. Lots going on here. We are very near the end of accumulation, and we are going to be seeing a breakout very soon. Thank you for tuning into my analysis. This has been XLM against USDT on the Binance chart. Subscribe here on YouTube. Follow me on Twitter. Look out for my charts on TradingView. Try EngineeringRobo free. Link in the description. And I'll catch you in the next one.